Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of me trying to play City Skylines. And today we have our new district area which I just laid out. We have some new roads. I tried to make it a bit of a round shape, but unfortunately there is a hillside over here, so we even made a small bridge, so I had to squeeze it somehow, and it's like a egg shape, but I like it. I like the way it is. I've laid out some parks. We have zoned some offices, some commercial areas, and now we're going to zone all of the outside rings with high density residential areas. So let's just go ahead and paint those. If I just drag it like this. Yep, superb, excellent. Oh, we don't need that. We don't need these little bits on the inside. They only cause traffic. So let's just unpaint those. And I think we're good. We have steady expansion, and we managed to bring the demand for residential zone up. So I decided to paint another district. So that's gonna be it for this district. I painted also planted some trees in the middle. Oh, I see we have some residential zones in the middle as well. So let's just remove this. Make sure there's no buildings popping up from the trees. Excuse my morning voice. I'm just waking up and recording this, as I actually had a dream about all these videos I seen on YouTube, people building those round shape things, so I decided to go ahead and plant one of my own. And we have a problem with the workers right now, because we had pretty high residential demand and our unemployment was only 4%. So let's just see how the unemployment goes, and I'll come back to you in a second. And here we have it. We have some new population moved in. We have our residential area almost filled up, and I've also placed some new service buildings. We have police station, elementary school, firehouse, clinic, and maybe it's a good idea to place a high school as well. So let's just check the tab, and yeah, we probably need a high school, so let's just go ahead and place it over somewhere. Let's say here's a good place. See all the smiley faces. So that area is looking pretty good. I like it. I like how the traffic works as well. It's not too heavy, it's not too green, so all the roads have a really good usage. And we actually have some cars coming through this way here. Let's just check out what are these cars doing. Worker at Nylons Galore and resides at Manor Residence. Okay, so people actually using this road to go to work, so that might be a good idea to upgrade this road to maybe a 6 lane. Let's go ahead and quickly do this. Also, value of the land is quite increased now. I placed some new policies. I made the high-tech buildings. Let me just check again. Yeah, I've applied the recycling policy, smoking ban, parks and recreation, educational boost, which makes the young citizens choose education over work, and the high-tech housing. So let's check out the value of the land. As you can see, it's increasing. At the moment, if we click, it's 33 cents per square meter, so that's not too bad. Obviously this part of the town is much more advanced in terms of value of the land. Also, I don't know why I couldn't bring the value of the land so high here, but we should check this area out as well. One thing I missed is death care, and maybe it's a good idea to start placing and let's put a crematorium and maybe a graveyard here, so that should make people even happier. As buildings upgrade, they also bring the value of the land around them up as well. So once it's all started, you just need to press the button and wait for the buildings to upgrade. So that should bring the value of the land. As you can hear the pops, many buildings are upgrading. So I'm planning just to let this area run for a while and see what's going on, how's the traffic. We might even expand it further, like make an outside ring with even more high density commercial. And actually we need to stay away from the commercial. We have a ring on the inside, and the problem with the high density commercial is the noise pollution. So I made some offices on the ring between the residential and the commercial, so it acts like a sound barrier. As you can see, if I click the zoning tab, you have the inside ring with high density commercial, and then we have a ring of offices which absorbs all the noise pollution from the high density commercial, and then we have all the other residential areas. So that shouldn't be a problem for these buildings here. Nobody's complaining right now. People upgrading. Educate more citizens. Let's just check out the tab. We have high school. Actually, we need a bit more of these elementary schools. Let's just place one on the opposite side. Let's place one here, and maybe even have pretty good availability here. All these people educated, so it should go down. I noticed if you build a new area and you place your buildings, as soon as new people come in, all the requirement just rockets sky high. You need a lot more services that you actually need, so you need to wait for the area to settle. Some of the children get educated, and the availability is actually less than it shows. You just need to let it run and see how the area pans out. We can also bring some of the budget up for the time being, just to help with boost the education for a bit. Should go down pretty easily. And we have some demand for industry, which I'm planning to do next. I'm planning to expand the industry somewhere over here, and so it's close to both areas. People from the low density residential and people from this area can go easily to work. Also, I've placed some bus stops which go around the outside ring, one on the inside ring, and one especially to university and back, because I've noticed many people in those high density residential areas are actually adults, young adults, and they prefer to go to university, especially now as we've made the educational bus policy, which promotes education over work for the young adults. So that should be good. Is this a traffic light here? Yeah, it's a traffic light, and I made a mistake actually. At the moment it doesn't act like a real roundabout, so if we just go ahead and upgrade this to a highway, all these traffic lights should disappear. Let's check the traffic lights now. Yep, no traffic lights, and we have our new capital city. What a great start of the day. I should be doing these videos in the morning. We reached 30,000 people in less than 20 minutes work. up to 23,000. So now we can build the new harbor, the cargo harbor, and we can unlock a new tile. So let's just take a look at the tiles, and we have, oh, a building has burned down. Okay, if we just that one has no ship connections. Okay, this one has no ship connections. This one has a ship connection, but this one does not. Maybe this one should have over here. We should do. I don't know. I should come up with the best solution for which tile I should buy next, and I'll come back to you. But for the time being, let's just zone a new residential. Sorry, not residential, we have enough residential. Let's just zone some new commercial. Oh, sorry, no commercial. We have commercial. We need industrial. Yes, that's the word. Industrial. We need some industry. And if we open the import-export tab, actually we're exporting goods. We don't actually need that much industry. Maybe some offices, new office buildings. Let me just demolish this building. And we actually have these landfill sites emptied, so let's just go ahead and continue and empty those two. That one has 82%, so let's just go ahead and empty those into the incinerators. It's quite efficient having incinerators next to your landfill sites, because all the trucks, once you click on the empty building, all the trucks just load some of the garbage piled up here and go into the incinerators and back in. Whereas if you have them on the opposite side of the city, they have to go all the way through the whole city and back, which is not very efficient. And we missed some water supply here. Let me just fix this. And what is this guy complaining about? Not enough customers. There should be customers very soon. Let's just check out the value of the land again, and we have some green spots. All the way. Maybe if we put another park somewhere in these areas, that should help. Like this. And we can see the upgrades going on again. Let's place a different one. Let's place the picnic tables. Yep, all of them turning green, so they should be upgrading really soon. Increase value of the land. So I should be working on the value of the land in this area and zone some new industry over here. And I'll come back to you in a second. Just take a look at this amazing cargo ship docking into the city and exporting and importing goods. And yes, this is my new shipyard. It's a cargo harbor at the moment on this side of the city, and it's got a little bit of industry going on here. I was just about to test if these guys actually use the harbor, and we shall see right now. Delivering forestry products, and yes, we have goods being exported. We have also connected the whole area with a highway going through the roundabouts and into the old industry area, which is probably not the most effective thing to do, but let me just demolish this. And yep, we have the new area almost filled up with buildings now. maybe just some parts on the outside, but we have no demand for residential zones, so people should be moving in as soon as we fit all the buildings and we get all the other requirements. As soon as this fills up, maybe. At the moment we have problem with the workers, I don't know why. I've zoned some new commercial as well, somewhere in these bits. I had missed some spots here and there. Let me just go ahead and build some more of them. Like this. And why is this green? This shouldn't be green. Like this. I've also built some, as you can see there is a metro station here. And let's see if people actually use it. Yeah, quite a lot of people use it. And this station is actually connected to the other part of the district. And there is a line which goes just in a circle from this part of the city to that part of the city, and then another line which is dedicated to transport from the rest of the city, connect all these areas and connect the harbor as well and this industrial area. So this shouldn't be a problem. And just open up the population tab and we have 19% unemployment, as these buildings are quite new, so they should be getting filled up quite quickly. And we have 28,800 weekly income, which is quite good now. We went from 25 to 28 just by building this little area and the harbor as well, even though it's 29 now. Even though the harbor has almost 2,000 weekly upkeep. Let's just go ahead and build one of these fire stations because the fire hazard is really high here, so I'm just gonna build somewhere central, like this. And immediately you can see all the buildings are green now, or teal. Also, what we might do as well is put some extra parks on the outside. I have done a couple of these plazas. How's it called? Paradox Plaza. But they don't seem to be working sufficiently. So let's just go ahead and place some parks. I don't want to demolish any of these buildings. So I'll just go ahead and put something small. Oh, there you go. That should make all the buildings green. What we should have done is maybe connect the whole system. As you can see, we have a cross sections which lead to the inner circle on the four corners of the district. What we should have done is maybe put one of those in between, which connects only the two or three circles without going to the actual roundabout. But that's a plan for the future. We'll just see how the traffic is in this area. Did we actually place police station? Oh yes, we did. Nice. Might not be enough though. We have 10 out of 10 police cars out. I don't think that medical clinic has any problems at the moment. Let me just click on one of those clinics. Yep, health is good. We have only 5 citizens sick in the entire city though, so that's not too bad. And that's about it. We have some buildings upgrading. I'm just gonna let the game just run for 5-10 minutes and see if this problem solves itself. I think as soon as people start taking new jobs, because it takes time, I pause the game just to lay out all the the roads and zones and everything. So we have unemployment at 19%, even though there's factories complaining about not enough workers. But they should come as soon as we just leave it for 5-10 minutes. And actually we have a high school problem. Okay, let's just, before we finish with this episode, let me just go ahead and place one more high school. We have one in this area of the city, and maybe if it's I don't know if I should place it, because let's go ahead and place it. I can easily demolish it. It only costs like 24,000, so it's not that bad, even though if I have to switch it off later on. So yes, that's it, and parks are good. Clinic is doing well. Garbage. Okay, we have incineration status below what we should have had, so that's finished now. That's emptying. Let's go ahead and turn one of these on. And turn one of these on. One thing that you need to look out for when you're doing the incinerator and landfill sites is, except for one thing, is that you need to place them side by side. The next thing you should do is make sure they're all producing 12 megawatts. That's the optimal. If you click on that one that we just turned on, you can see it's 8 megawatts, and if your if your garbage production is lower than your incineration capacity, they're not working at 100% efficiency. Now this one is working because we're emptying one of these landfills, but if you have too many incinerators, they're all generating like 1, 2, 3 megawatts, and you're paying the whole amount of upkeep. So make sure you're somewhere in the green, but not too much in the green, and you know, in the red. Obviously somewhere near the yellow should be the most efficient way of doing things. So thanks for watching. We have some more problems to solve. Too few services, people abandoning buildings. What is this? Too few services. Okay, no problem. We should fix that in the next episode. Thanks for watching, and see you again.